we're gonna be discussing the cheapest collections you need to complete on day 1 of MLB The Show, regardless of whether you have the game already or are getting it the 28th. Most of these collections are going for less than 10,000 stubs, with the exception of 2 that are around 10,000 stubs, and then we have 1 that I'm putting inside of this video that is going to be great value rather now than later. We're going to be doing this in chronological order. So the cheapest collection for you to go ahead and complete right now is the Washington Nationals Live Series collection. It is approximately 4,000 stubs. Now this collection, you might be saying, how can I get it for 4,000 stubs? I got you. So whenever you are purchasing an item from the community market, the most important thing is not to go ahead and buy it through the buy now market option. Instead, you want to create a buy order. The buy orders are placed on the right hand side. So what you see as 236 is the highest buy order currently inside MLB The Show for Steven Strasburg. So in order for you to have the highest priority, meaning they will sell the next one to you, you would have to create a buy order that's 1 stub greater than whatever the current highest buy order is on the right hand side. So I would have to create it for 237 stubs in order to get that Steven Strasburg sold to me first before the person that has 236 stubs as the buy order. Now, if you want to go ahead and put it for the cheapest price possible and just gradually wait for Steven Strasburg to drop in price in order to get him, the easiest way to find out what the lowest quick sell value is by putting 1 stub inside the buy now, and then it's going to tell you you cannot place an order less than 150 stubs for this card, and each overall has a different minimum buy order that you would have to go ahead and find out in order to place the lowest value. Now, it's very unlikely that Steven Strasburg is going to go for so low. Maybe the 28th, as more people get the game and there are more packs, he can drop around that price, but it's very unlikely for him to hit that price exactly. So a safer price might be 200 stubs or 215 stubs, something along those lines, where you're still getting a discount and a bang for your buck. In addition to that, the Washington Nationals also have a ton of cards that could easily receive upgrades inside roster updates because they are young prospects that don't have a 3-year average. They only have 1 to 2 year averages. So if they break out this year, it's going to be a whole lot easier for them to get upgrades and hit that silver level, hit that gold level, and just go ahead and be a little bit more expensive. For completing this collection, you get this Andre Dawson card. Now, the Andre Dawson card is not a good card overall, but the captain boost that it brings is overall one of the best ones, especially for a live series collection. This will go ahead and help you collect the team affinity division rewards for the NL East, which I went ahead and said was the best division to go ahead and knock out. If you go ahead, complete this collection for around 4,000 stubs, put that Andre Dawson inside your squad along with all the other Washington Nationals hitter, and then head into Conquest, let's say for example, and grind out those parallel XP missions as well as innings and go ahead and update your squad as it's happening, you basically are going to complete the NL East team affinity for 4,000 stubs and be getting a bunch of diamonds in return. Before we head on over to the second team, please let me remind you to please hit that like button, red subscribe button, notification bell to help the channel continue on growing. Also, inside the description, we have our Twitch, Discord, social medias, and how to become a member of the channel. We stream each and every single day at 10 p.m. Eastern. The Discord has its own MLB The Show community. Make sure you select the MLB role, and then social medias is how I update you all, and member is a subscription service on how to support me in an extra way. Let's continue. The next cheapest collection is going to be around 4,000 stubs too. It's going to be the Oakland Athletics, and the Oakland Athletics do not have any golds either. The difference between the Oakland Athletics and the Washington Nationals is the Oakland Athletics don't have a lot of great prospects. Now, unfortunately, Vida Blue is not going to be a great captain for you to go ahead and, let's say, do the same thing as the Washington Nationals in terms of conquest and team affinity. The reason why is because he's giving you pitcher boosts. So unless you plan on having an entire pitching staff of the Oakland Athletics inside conquest, which I do not think is worth it unless you already knocked out the first portion of it, or you can go ahead and actually basically, I just thought about this. This is even smarter to do. This is basically 8,000 stubs you're spending. You can work on the NL East team affinity, having all the hitters from the Nationals there, and then the AL West team affinity by having all the pitchers from the Oakland Athletics there, and you're basically spending 8,000 stubs in order to knock out those two divisions and get a bunch of diamonds along the way. Staying inside the American League, we have the Kansas City Royals. It's roughly around 6,000 stubs to go ahead and complete this collection. They only have one gold. That's going to be Salvador Perez, and then Bobby Witt Jr. is that one prospect that they have inside their collection that should be a whole lot more costly than the other cards because he has the potential of going all the way to gold and even diamond depending on how he performs this season. Alex Gordon is going to be their Life Series collection, and just like Andre Dawson, this is going to be another great captain to go ahead and basically compete in Conquest and complete a team affinity. Right next to the Kansas City Royals, we have the Detroit Tigers. Detroit Tigers, very similar to the Washington Nationals. A lot of guys that are young that have potential of going up to higher overalls without a problem. They have no golds, although the highest is 3 silvers, and you're getting Hal Newhouser. So maybe if you want to complete the AL Central as fast as possible, you go ahead and you get the Detroit Tigers pitchers with the Kansas City Royals hitters, and you just do a team captain live edition of both of them, and that's gonna roughly cost you around 12,000 stubs to go ahead and do. The Detroit Tigers are 6,000 stubs to go ahead and complete. I don't want you to go ahead and mistake the 12,000 total price for the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers with the Detroit Tigers price solely. We head on over to the NL West. The Colorado Rockies only have one gold. They don't have a ton of young players that have great opportunities to go ahead and get upgraded, and their Live Series captain is Todd Helton, which once again is crucial if you're looking to go ahead and complete the NL West team affinity. This is another great way to get that parallel XP, especially the repeatable mission for getting parallel XP with players from the NL West or a certain team from the NL West like the Colorado Rockies, for example. We head on over now to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Approximately 7,000 stubs for you to go ahead and complete this collection. They only have 2 golds, but Zach Gallen always has the possibility of going all the way up to diamond, so I want you guys to go ahead and keep that in mind. He was a diamond last year as well. It gets you Luis Gonzalez, so unlike that AL Central where you could have had a pitcher and then a hitter team build, unfortunately for the NL West, it's either or. You either go inside team affinity Conquest, let's say for example with the Colorado Rockies Life Series team, or the Arizona Diamondbacks Life Series team in terms of hitters. Then head on over to the NL Central where we have Dansby Swanson, who has diamond potential, Nico Horner, who has diamond potential as well, and then a bunch of other silvers who have gold potential in Marcus Stroman, Seiya Suzuki, and Ian Happ, I would say. You get Kerry Wood. So this would be a scenario where you go ahead and make a pitching staff to work on the NL Central team affinity. Approximately, the Chicago Cubs are going to cost you 8,000 stubs to go ahead and complete. Staying inside of the NL Central, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates, and they are going to roughly cost around 10,000 stubs to complete. Yes, you might be saying, why in the world are the Pittsburgh Pirates so expensive? I don't know, to be honest. Maybe it's that AJ Burnett card that they have as their collection, or maybe it's just the simple fact that they have O'Neal Cruz and a bunch of other prospects that I may not be too aware of that have great potential to go all the way up to gold or even diamond inside of Diamond Dynasty. Unfortunately, inside the NL Central, the 2 teams that are the cheapest both have pitching captains, so you wouldn't be able to do that team build with a hitting and a pitching Life Series captain. Last but not least, in terms of the cheapest, around 10,000 or less, we have the Boston Red Sox. They have 3 golds, 2 of the golds which have diamond potential. Heck, I'd even go as far as saying Kenley Jansen has diamond potential, as he hit diamond last year, but he would have to have another great season like he did have last year in order to hit that diamond potential. You get this 87 overall Johnny Damon, so you can get all the Boston Red Sox hitters and pair that up with an NL Central pitching staff. These are great ways, I'm telling you guys, or helping you guys in terms of completing team affinity. Great ideas. Make sure you guys go ahead and take advantage of it, especially for how cheap it is. Now, the final team to discuss. This team is roughly 67,000 stubs to complete. But this is, believe it or not, a bargain for you to go ahead and complete. Why? Well, Manny Machado as of right now is their only diamond. Yu Darvish is a high overall gold. Yu Darvish most likely is gonna go into diamond this season. Josh Hader, same thing, most likely gonna go into diamond this season. Juan Soto, I mean, if he comes out swinging like he did in the World Baseball Classic, he is for sure not only hitting diamond, but going into high tier diamond. Joe Musgrove, same thing with him. He was a diamond last year, can easily hit diamond this year. Xander Bogaerts, same thing with him. He was a diamond last year, can easily go back to diamond this year. All of these cards would go up in price if they went ahead and hit diamond. So if you go ahead and complete this collection right now, you would be saving yourselves a whole lot of stubs. Not to mention that there is one player inside this live series collection that is currently not inside Diamond Dynasty, and that is Fernando Tatis Jr., who most likely is going to be coming into the game once he's activated and his suspension is lifted. Now, that diamond is going to be a whole lot more expensive than probably any other diamond inside of this live series collection, and the reasoning behind it is it's going to be more of an exclusive diamond that no one had the ability to obtain until he got activated. So everyone is going to either A, be trying to rip packs to open him up, or B, he's going to be so scarce that his price is going to be insane, and this collection could go from 67,000 stubs all the way to like 150,000 stubs in the blink of an eye. That's why you also want to complete the National League collection before the American League collection in order to get that Sammy Sosa, since he's already better than Mark McGwire. Now, if you did end up enjoying today's content, please make sure to hit that like button or subscribe button, turn on the channel notifications, go inside the description, and make sure you follow the Twitch. We stream each and every single day at 10 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you check out the Discord. We have an MLB The Show community. Select that role and then check out the social medias. Follow me there for updates. If you would like to support me by becoming a member, feel free to do so. It's another way to support me. Basically, it's like a Twitch subscription in a way. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.